here's just a quick look at everything that was in it, kind of laid out, just so you can see it better. So Tom's bag, fully loaded, weighs 26.9 pounds. I don't know what that is in kgs. I know it was around 12 when we weighed it at the airport. So Tom and I just came back from our multi-week trip to French Polynesia. And I don't know if I've talked about it before, but we are one-bag travelers. Now, our newest bag that Tom has been using is the Cotopaxi Allpa 42. This is the all black version, which I think looks really nice. I just wanted to go over a few details about the bag that we really liked, a couple of things that we didn't like, and what all he packed in it for the weeks that we were gone. You can see that fully packed, it really kind of sticks off your back. So I haven't unpacked yet, but just before I do that, I wanted to give you a look at the outside of the bag totally. So it has pretty nice straps in my opinion. I like that they snap together. Also, I have them tucked at the moment, but it has these waist belts. They're pretty comfortable. They're definitely not the most padded in my opinion, but they'll definitely keep you strapped. While we're still on the back side of the bag, there's 2 zippers on each side in the back. This one gives you a laptop compartment. Now, since Tom and I were traveling together, we only took 1 laptop and we actually kept it in my bag this time. Now, on this other side, the zip gives you immediate access to the inside of the main compartment of the bag. One of the things I would say we both really liked about the bag is that it doesn't have a bunch of like cords and straps and like dangly components. It's really contained, and the straps themselves, and as you could see, the waist belt all tuck into the bag. So if you have to do like we did when we were in French Polynesia, all the inter-island flights, this bag was just 1 kilogram over the weight limit for the carry-on. They let us check it for free, so it's not a big deal. I think it could have fit under the seat on the smaller American Airlines planes, so like the Airbus 321s. It doesn't fit in the overhead compartment, but it does fit under the seat, so it's not a big deal. The biggest issue I would say, or like where one of the cons really come from, is that with this bag particularly, this like coating that's on the front that gives it a great look, also, if it has to be checked, gets really beat up, and I mean like very noticeably beaten up. Down here it like really took off the coating, but if you never had to check it, we didn't have any troubles when we were just putting it under the seat in front of us. And even fully loaded like this, and I mean this is packed out, it went right under the seat in front, so no issues there. Now moving on to the front and the sides, there are quite a few of these little straps here, and you tuck the zipper under them. They're a bit annoying when you're trying to quickly unzip. Now, it's got this handle on this side, and there's a pocket, which if the bag is fully packed, you're not getting much in that pocket. Now, the other side doesn't have a pocket. We kept our little neck pillows that we didn't really use attached to the bag here. Okay, so I realize that this video is a bit all over the place, but you'll have to excuse me. We got back at like midnight last night, and I wanted to film this before I unpacked everything. So one of the features we really liked, and I did think was important, and so did Tom, were these on the top of the straps. You can adjust them to pull the weight higher up on your back, and then you can tuck the little strap in. I was trying to pull it out so you could see it, but here it is hanging out the other side. And Tom adjusted it pretty high, I feel like, just to kind of move the way the weight was sitting on it for something like walking the Camino or anything where you felt like you were going to be toting it the whole time, but just carrying through the airport, walking from airport to the bus station, or walking around the marina, things like that. I think it was more than enough padding for him. We did switch off at one point just so I could tote it myself, and I thought it was fine. I normally carry the Patagonia MLC, which I guess I could do a video on it later, but I guess let's get to the inside. So the first pocket would be on the front of the bag, and it unzips. It's about, it's not quite halfway the front of the bag. Now, it's a bit messy, so you'll have to excuse it right now, but we have like the drone charger and just some accessories for the GoPro in here and some migraine medicine. That's really all we use the front for. Kind of one of the cons, there's no support here, so anything that goes in the front just kind of stabs out of the bag, so we kind of had to go light on what was going to go in this front pocket, otherwise it just kind of pokes around weirdly and doesn't keep its shape. Moving on to the main compartment of the bag, it unzips kind of suitcase style, so you have full access to both sides. Now, when we bought the Cotopaxi Allpa 42, we bought the full set that you can get off of Cotopaxi's actual website, and it came with this shoe bag, which Tom has a pair of Chacos in here. It also came with 3 packing cubes and a rain cover, as well as a dirty clothes bag, and the Batag 16, I might have said that wrong, as well as 2 face masks. Now, as far as how Tom packs, we didn't use all 3 cubes, and you'll see why in a second. This is the main packing cube that came with it. It's a good size, and what we liked about the cubes was that all 3 of them could fit in here comfortably. They obviously were made to fit in the bag. I can show you what's in this in a second. So, other thing that's in here, hairbrush. This is the premium economy Air Tahiti Nui pouch, which is unimportant right now. This is the GoPro and a bunch of chargers and things, and it's in the hard-sided case. This has our passports, money, everything like that. Another GoPro. Tom's underwear is in one of the Cotopaxi cubes, as well as this is his drone, and there's 3 batteries in here and the controller. It's the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. It's in here nicely, and honestly, this is just one of the REI, like, I think it's a toiletries kit, but what was really nice about it and why we have the drone in it is it has kind of like these stiffer, almost padded sides all the way around. And then for Air Tahiti, as well as since we rented a yacht, this is just the buoy 6-liter, and this is what he ended up using as his carry-on bag with the drone and the GoPro accessories and everything in it for those inter-island Air Tahiti flights, since this bag was a bit too big. I guess there's the last bit of stuff. We have toiletries in here. Tom just carried them in his, but I love how this packs. It actually, it fits a ton of stuff up here. These are just those silicone ones from Amazon. Now, this is probably my favorite section of the bag. Let's see. And it has a couple of components, which I think are great. So if you look, this is the front of the bag. So once you start packing this bottom one out, it really pushes this part forward. So it does get kind of thick. And what's nice is it's separated to be sort of its own packing cube. So this front part actually holds more than you would think. So this is actually a dirty clothes bag. Now, I took these little laundry wash, they're like little sheets of detergent, and before we left for the airport the night before, I washed all of our dirty clothes so we wouldn't have any dirty clothes to bring home. This is the toiletries kit from first class on Air Tahiti Nui, which is really nice. So you can keep a decent amount in there. Now, as far as what's in this front cube for us, which really worked out, is Tom's hat, our raincoats. This is the rain cover for the Cotopaxi, which we didn't end up needing, but also in here we have all of our snorkel stuff. It just kind of happened to be the perfect size, and some raincoats, but it didn't really matter and it didn't get crushed being in the front, which I thought was nice. That's really all I have about this bag. I did want to go into a little bit of kind of the clothes we packed to be gone for several weeks, but you can kind of see everything. This cube holds a ton of stuff, so you kind of run the risk of overpacking. One pair of shorts. Got 2 of these SPF button-ups in a fun print. This was just a pair of athletic shorts. He took 2 sun shirts. This is just 2 t-shirts. This one we got there. This one's like a workout shirt. And then these are like the Abercrombie swim shorts, which really came in handy. They come with like the full shorts underliner, which was nice, so it gave you some versatility. And these are the exact same thing, but from Chubby's. And on this trip, I feel like Tom wore these like every day. I would say my final thoughts on the Cotopaxi would be, it definitely holds more than we are used to packing, which is nice. It's easy to carry. Just the few drawbacks I noted were kind of how floppy this front part is and hard to pack, making this front pocket kind of useless, and how easy it is to kind of just like mark, scratch it, and damage the front. But overall, I would say after several weeks of use, we really like the bag. It's definitely going in our normal rotation for our trips. I would recommend it. This one, in my opinion, we definitely could have put more in it, but being that we had the drone and a bunch of the like chargers and camera stuff in Tom's bag, I feel like we didn't want it to weigh any more than it already did. 26 pounds was kind of a lot to carry around all the time, but the bag itself wasn't bad. It stored well, and overall, I would say we're definitely using it again. So there you go. I will put the link for a few of these products in the description box below, just in case you're interested, but we are not affiliated in any way with Cotopaxi or Buoy or any of the other products shown in this video. If you like this video or you found our content helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll keep making more.